You have to embrace your flop era as much as you possibly can. Because your flop era, the era where everything is going wrong, you're literally failing after failing after failing. You feel like nothing you're doing is blowing up, nothing you're doing is going right. This is the era that is going to change everything for you. And this is also the most blessed era in your life. Because when everything is going wrong, first and foremost, that's when you need to have the most faith in that everything is actually going exactly where it needs to go. But at the same time, when you're in your flop era, that is when you have all of the time to literally try out as many things, do as many things, be whoever you want to be. Not because you can't do that when you're in your success era, but because when you're in your flop era, consistency matters more than motivation. When you're in your flop era, none of your YouTube videos, none of your TikTok videos, your business isn't doing well, whatever it is that isn't going right. You have a little more pimples that you would like to have. You know, maybe you're not feeling too good. Maybe you have a bit of a stomach ache every single day, even though you eat the same food that you literally eat every single day. Whatever it is a flop era means to you, this is the era of trial and error. The era of trial and error. You need to be like, okay, well, everything is going wrong, which means that I can do nothing wrong. The only thing that I can do right now is do whatever I need to do to get to wherever I need to go. Sometimes it'll go slow. Sometimes it'll go quick. Sometimes it'll go right, even when I'm expecting it to go wrong. And when you let yourself sit and relax in your flop era and you let yourself just lean into it, just have fun with it, be like, you know what, I'm gonna show up regardless of the results I get, regardless if people think I'm stupid, regardless of whatever goes on, then eventually your body will just get used to the power that is you rather than the power that is attention from other people. Actually, you will be nurturing your inner child way more than ever before. Your body will feel the happiness that you deserve because suddenly you're not making yourself who you need to be for everyone else. You're leaning into just having fun, exploring, doing whatever it is you want to do just because. Just because I don't know. It might go wrong. It might go right. But think about it like this. Especially if you're someone who's an aspiring content creator, it's all way more about you being consistent and putting something out there than it's about you showing up as this perfect person, this perfect version of you that where everything is set up the right way, where everything is done in a specific way. Everything has to be so and so. That's not consistency. That's not going to make you the expressive, self-assured, confident person that you deserve to be. When you're constantly seeking for people's approval and whenever you're not getting people's approval and whenever you're not getting a lot of views, whenever you're not this and this and that, you're going to end up feeling like, oh my God, I need to chase that approval, aka you're going to be a people pleaser. But if you're instead like, okay, no one's liking my content. I have 0 followers. I have 0 things going on for me right now. I'm going to show up regardless. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to do some fun things. I'm going to wear a shade of foundation that is definitely the wrong shade for me. I'm going to draw on my lips a little weird and I'm going to put on some lashes that are a little too long, or I'm going to dance to a weird song in my room. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you've been afraid of trying, your flop era is exactly the era where you need to try that out, because your flop era is the era where it's like, if someone doesn't like it, well, I mean, you're not afraid of flopping. The thing is, when you embrace your flop era, your success eras will also be more fun, because the thing about hating your flop era that I think we actually need to talk about a lot is that when you suddenly catch a win of success, if you're consistent even through your flop era, but you hate your flop era, like, you will be resenting the version of yourself you were during your flop era. And then when you're having your success era, now you're like stuck up with the success that you were feeling. Like you're like, oh yeah, I'm much better now. And that will literally go to your head. And when that goes to your head, that's exactly when you will go right back to your flop era, because it's the universe way of telling you, you need to stand by yourself and you need to praise yourself regardless if you're doing good or if you're doing bad. And this is exactly why a lot of people that are on some, like, I want to be successful, when they suddenly get success, then that success goes to their head. Not that success doesn't change people and that success changing people can be a good thing in certain ways, but when you let the success become something that makes you resent the version of you were before the success, then what the universe wants you to do is it's going to send you right back into that flop era so that you can actually embrace yourself instead of literally punishing yourself for just being you, following your intuition. The flop era is the greatest blessing. It's the greatest gift. It is something that you will learn as you embrace your flop era to really like, because it's an era where everything is up in the air. It's an era where you don't have as many responsibilities. It's an era where you can take some breaks or you can do whatever, but you actually build your consistency more. You build your trust in yourself, you build your trust in your intuition. You understand that no matter if you have a lot or if you have nothing, you're good enough. And you actually learn to appreciate the moment way more when you embrace your flop era than when you're like always saying, oh my God, I want to go here and go here. I remember when I started this YouTube channel back in the day, aka like 6 months ago, almost a year ago, I would have to say. 6 months-ish ago, 8 months. The year is almost over, which is crazy, by the way. When I started my channel, the one thing I was like, wow, I got 100 followers. Wow, I jumped from 100 followers to 1,000 followers. That was big. Now, I'm at 38,000 followers on my YouTube. And I'm thinking, wow, well, jumping to 40,000 is not that big, but when I had 100 followers on here, that was crazy. Wow, I got 2,000 followers. That would have been made me feel so good. That would have made me feel so wow. But the bigger you get, the more you grow as a person, the more you will feel like the progress you have made and the progress you really should celebrate. The thing you've been wanting, now that's not good enough anymore. And now you want more, which is fine. It's completely fine to want more. It's completely fine to know that you're not exactly where you want to be yet. That is completely fine. And we're not demonizing that. But what you need to remember is that you wanted to be here. Your dream was to live the life that you're living right now, even if it's not the life that you ultimately want to have. But if you ever want to be happy with the life that you're gonna have, aka everything that you do want on your vision board and everything like that, do you think you'll be happy with that if you're not gonna learn how to be happy with it, what is it you have now? If you're not gonna learn to be happy with the process that you're exploring now, if you're not gonna be happy with the everyday life that you're living right now, do you think that you'll ever be happy with your dream life? No. And this is exactly how the law of attraction or manifesting exactly works. You have to feel what you want to feel when you get to where you want to go. Now, you have to trust that where you want to go, it's going to come. You just got to put yourself in the mindset of saying, okay, let's have fun with it. Let's see where it takes us. And, you know, where we haven't been, we don't know how to get there. So our body can't find within ourselves exactly how to do that because we haven't done it yet. Which is exactly why sometimes we just need to trust and we need to have fun and we need to explore. And that's exactly what your flop era is for. Exploring, having fun, messing up, failing, like riding your bike as a kid, learning how to bike. Because you need to hurt your knee a couple times before you really learn how to bike. And from then on, you'll be unstoppable. And you'll know that anytime you want to learn how to ride a bike, you can do it. And you will do it. So embrace your flop era.